I've lived in Michigan my whole life, so that is why I find it surprising. The more north we go in the state, the more rebel flags I find. I'm like, what the hell? It's like, y'all know. Like, what side we fought on, right? Like, goddamn right we did. You ask me, kind of the wrong side. I'm like, ooh, all right, no, no. I'm like, all right, yeah, you're dumb and failed a history class. Like, I don't think losers should keep their shit, right? That's not the American way, right? Look at every other country we dick stomped in a war. We're like, all your shit, you gotta change it up. Germany, we're like, don't give a fuck, but change that flag. Japan, get the hell out of here, right? Everybody. In the South, we're like, we're kind of like Diet America. And they're like, all right. Like, I get it if. Like, I get it, people down south, right? At least they can be like, oh, my great-great-grandfather was gay, or something like that, you know, like something weird like that. But up here, I don't get it, because you ask people like, hey, what's that about? They're like, that's a symbol. I'm like, for what? They're like, listen, man, a symbol or a picture says 1,000 words. I'm like, I get that, but I feel like every one of yours starts with the letter N. Okay. What's wrong? I don't know. I didn't do well in school, but I know who won the Civil War. I think. No, I didn't do well because I used to fail open note tests a lot. Oh, that's not great. Anybody else? Yeah, that'll make you feel like a piece of shit, like you would not believe. Yeah, I failed it a lot because it turns out I am dyslexic. Didn't know that, right? Everybody else would walk in and just be like, all right, open note tests. All the answers are in the book. And I'd be like, ah, fuck, 2 tests. Like, okay, here we go. Fail it so badly. And the teacher'd be like, did you try? I'm like, yeah, like a lot. And they're like, oh, wow. You make me want to put a pistol in my mouth. You want to go son of a bitch. Like, I was the kid that teachers were breaking on. Like, God damn it. I've tried everything. And I did so bad. They sent me to a medical doctor. I was like, whoa, that is bad at reading. Okay. And yeah, go ahead, laugh. It still hurts. But we got there, and I remember I took all the doctor's tests, and it didn't do well because he pulled my parents and I into a room and he said, hey, I don't want to freak you guys out, but it says right here, Louis might be mentally retarded. Oh, but don't worry, he can't read that. I was like, ooh, I can hear you. Oh, Doc, I can hear you. Ooh, I'm dyslexic, not deaf. Oh, ears are working just fine. Thanks for the checkup. Okay. Didn't know you could bruise an ego at 5. That, yeah, okay. We're learning a lot today. Cool. And they sent me to special ed for a little bit, and my first day of special ed, I got in, and it was just me and one other kid, and he was eating sand off of a tray. I was like, ooh, okay. I don't believe he and I should be in the same classroom right now. Because say what you will, he can read. His dietary habits are all over the place, but he knows the syllables. I don't know if anybody else has been to special education, but you're not supposed to go home backwards when your parents go, hey Lou, how's the reading coming? I'm like, sand! Sand's the answer, give me some sand. They're like, okay, I think we're going to put him back in Catholic school and have the priests yell the demons off his head. Yeah, it turns out when you throw a Bible at a child's head, it doesn't make reading easier, it just hurts more with the Lord. Thanks, Father Prejudice. All right. No, it's weird. We do live in a beautiful day and age, though, where we have the technology that helps us, right? Like, we have cell phones that automatically correct poor spelling and grammar. I'm so lucky for that. But I'm so consistently bad at spelling that my phone's like, nah, that's what he means to say. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I've texted somebody, hey, I'll be right there, I'm just 5 minuets away. What, Beethoven? How many concertos is that? When are you getting here? Another one is, friends will text me, hey man, you ready to go out? I'm like, oh, I'm almost ready. I'm just hoping in the shower. Oh, God damn it. I want you to imagine a friend just texting you right now. Not a sexual friend, but a friend, right? At least you didn't think it was sexual, just going, yeah, I'll be right there. I'm just hoping in the shower. Ah, God damn it! Right? Now your friend's like, oh, what? And they're texting back for what? You don't know, dyslexia just started a fight, so you think they're the dipshit. You go, to get clean, you asswipe? What are you doing in the shower? Like, what are you doing in the shower? You're like, fuck you, you go out alone. So stay home and hope in the shower. I'll give you another example. If you haven't been dating in a long time, if you haven't had sex in a minute, you'll look past a whole mess of red flags, won't you? You're just like, all right, well, that's burning shit, but I can still fuck on it. All right. I was texting a girl that I didn't quite realize that this should have been a red flag, but she said, hey, before we go out, I just want to ask you something. What ethnicities are you? And I was like, oh, all right, well, that's hot and weird and probably racist, but you know what? Downstairs, don't give a fuck. All right. You'd be racist as fuck, but if I give you that purity nut, I'll be like, yeah, let's get that out of here. And I wanted to text her back, well, you know, I'm a little bit Lebanese, but what I texted her is, I'm a little bit lesbian. God damn it! Great. All right, I'll leave you guys with some filth. I hate it on family porn night when you're cranking it and nobody can decide like what they want to get into. So I want to make a nice pornography that the whole family can watch together. It's not creepy. I just want to make one called The Curious Case of Benjamin Butthole. And that's where the actors start off doing anal and then work their way back to kissing, you know? Yeah, well, it's clever and it's a love story. All right, thank you so much. I'm William Michael. Good ride back up here.
So I was listening to one of the guys earlier talking about that cheese challenge. And I thought back about when I was a kid. If my mother had hit me one of them blocks of government goddamn cheese, oh my God, I'd still be recovering. So, anyway, I'd just like to say a few things real quick before I get going. I'm big on mental health and mental health issues, so always check on your friends and your people. But I also have a few theories on disabled people and stuff like that. Like, if you're easily offended, fuck it. Should have brought your ass to a comedy show. Could have went to Bible study. I went and visited my daughter today, and she works at a place that helps handicapped people. And I said, hey, can you get away for a minute? She goes, yeah. She goes, let me do something real quick. She goes to the closet, pulls out about 4 sticks. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? She sticks in one of their fucking wheelchairs. She's like, they'll be here when we get back. So she's creative. That's cool. My kids are like fucking free comedy all the time. My son, he's 20. He was in love with this girl, then they broke up, then he's in love. They said, Dad, it's finally over. I didn't believe him. Then I went in his room. Next to his bed, he has a bottle of lotion this fucking big. Oh yeah, he's in love with something else now. But then I have a daughter who says, you know, I'm gonna buy health food, Dad. I'm gonna go on a diet. Goes out and buys 2 8-packs of yogurt, eats both fucking 8 packs in one day. And I try to explain stuff to her. But bless her heart, she has a speech impediment. And I'm gonna talk about that. I stutter as well, that's why I take pauses when I'm talking, so I'm not saying, you know, but she stutters too, but she doesn't know how to control it. So I like to fuck with her about it. But she also sounds like a cell phone going in and out. So this is her saying that she wants to go to mom. Dad, can shoot mom. You have to fucking text me. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Anyway, that's how my family. We collect kids. I swear. I just come home and kids are like, hey Dad. I'm like, hey, what's your name? I don't fucking know. We started out with I don't know, just a couple kids and a dog. Now we've got like 6 kids, 3 dogs, 2 cats, and my son says he wants to get a fox. I said, spell fox. He's like, no, it's fine, I can spell dog, we'll just get a dog. Anyway, You know, people use the term gay a lot. I have no problem with people who choose to be with the same sex and stuff. That's their business. But like I told my friends, we were out ordering pizza, and I'm like, hey, I'm allergic to mushrooms. They're like, that's gay. So I'm allergic to mushrooms means I want some man to stick their dick in my ass? I don't get that, but anyway. We had a little boy that was staying with us, and he too had a weird way of talking. And he would come home from school, and his name was Zerial, like cereal, but with a Z. And I would say, how was school today? And he'd say, good. So I got to thinking, I know that part doesn't sound funny, fuck y'all, but it gets funny. At least it gets funny, I mean, not hurt. But anyway, I'm thinking if he doesn't fix this, when he gets older and he's with a girl, can you just imagine him? Is that good? Anyway, we have a celebrity in the house today. I wasn't gonna fuck with him, I'm gonna fuck with him. Sitting next to the girl over there with the fucking Kentucky Derby hat on. We got a dude, looks like his dad is 50 Cent and Kevin Hart, but looks more like 50 Cent over there. I wasn't gonna call him 50, but I realized that's about as much money as he has. So, anyway, I wrote a few things down. I'm really shitty at preparing for these shows. Damn it, the shit I wrote down I already used. That's fucked up, and I got 3 minutes left. So either I pick on you guys or I think of something else. Oh, back to my son. So he finally moved out. Now I used to tell my wife, you know, she's like, I wonder what he does up in his room all day. I'm like, she doesn't want to believe it. No, not my baby. She's like, he must sweat a lot. All his clothes are like really crunchy. Don't wash that shit with mine. Don't wash it with his sister's clothes. I don't want to get pregnant by him. And then I have a daughter that doesn't give a shit whose anything belongs to in her house. So one morning I'm getting ready for work. I'm going in there, trying to, use my clippers to shave my mustache and stuff down. Well, what the fuck this is not my hair. Then I look on Instagram, she went to the beach, and she, yeah, you guys can figure it out. So, yeah, that's pretty nasty. So, anyway, oh man, I fucking drew a blank. I have something funny for you guys. That sucks. We had another little kid that lived with us, and he had a NASA shirt on, but he was real special. And like the kid couldn't you give him a nugget, he couldn't dip a nugget into the sauce and eat it. He couldn't figure it out. But you give him an iPad, he could type the password in and all this shit, find the movie he wants and all this stuff. So one day I look at his NASA shirt, and I said, well, he wears it. Stands for nigga ain't smart enough. Yes, he was a little black kid. And the whole family laughed. I said, damn it, you guys realize enough does not start with a fucking A? Anyway, and I've been a little off my whole life. I had a teacher back in elementary school. And this is where I learned quick reflexes. He went to a Catholic school where he had a nun that threw softballs at the kids. Well, he threw chalkboard erasers. And that's how I learned my reflexes. But also I learned a lot from that guy about handling emotions and stuff like that. This may not be the place for it, but that teacher is right there, Fred Garcia. I'd like to you guys give a round of applause, because he changed a lot of things for me. Hey, that's been my time. Thank you guys. All right.
No front row. Every time I go to a theater, I always look at the front row and I think to myself, that's where Abraham Lincoln should have sat. Abraham Lincoln sits front row. Odds are he's alive by the end of the play. I mean, think about how much difficult it would be for John Wilkes Booth to get to him. You have to hope there's a seat open behind him. Then you have to sneak up on him. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Ma'am, could you move your popcorn? Excuse me. Pardon me. Pardon me. Bang! Excuse me. Pardon me. Bitch, move your fucking popcorn! Excuse me. If only you'd sat in the front row. Who knows what would have happened? You're out. Look at that. It's nice that you're out. There was a time in my life when it was almost impossible for me to get out of the house. My wife and I had 3 children in 39 months. Then we discovered the cause. And so I told my neighbor he had to move. Saw the son of a bitch on the Maury show the other day. Are you guys familiar with the Maury show? Where they do like 16 paternity tests just to find out it's your cousin? So they end up on Jerry Springer the next week? My sex life would never be that exciting. I could never be on the Maury show. There would be 2 women on the stage. My wife and a woman from college that I may or may have not had sex with. And you're like, may or may have not had sex. Let me explain something to you. When 2 fat virgins go at it, it's like a UFO sighting. We think something happened, but no one's quite sure what the hell it was. So my wife, to make sure that I never had children of my own, she looked right at me and she goes, "You are not touching me again until you've had a vasectomy." At which point the family dog looked up to me and said, "Hey, welcome to the party, pal." I won't go through the details of the procedure, but it's the recovery that's quite exciting because the doctor says to me, "All right, now over the weekend, you got to ice down your marbles, and you can use bags of frozen vegetables if you like." So all weekend it was like frozen corn, frozen peas, frozen broccoli. My crotch turned into a golden corral. Bunch of lousy vegetables surrounding a small worthless piece of meat. So I told you I'm a dad. Normally I don't have to tell people I'm a dad because my body and my clothes do that for me. Normally I wear the I don't give a shit collection from Walmart. But for you fine folks, I put on the John Goodman signature series. It's for you today. So now, I've been married for 25 years. Any other survivors in the room? Anybody else? Yeah. It's funny because people come up to you and they'll be like, "Well, what's the secret to being married for 25 years? Is it love?" No. The secret to being married for 25 years is 2 people accepting the fact that they live with someone who's batshit crazy. That's what it boils down to. When my wife and I first got married, I had no idea that 2 adults could go 12 rounds over how to fold a damn towel. I discovered in my horror that I was a 4-folded man married to a tri-folded woman. And she didn't hear any shit about how hard it was to tri-fold a towel. Son of a bitch! Why am I doing this? Because that's what fits in the linen closet. Well, it's a pain in the ass. Besides, my mother was a 4-folder. Are you telling me my mother's stupid? Suddenly, I'm defending the honor of a woman that can teach guilt lessons in the Catholic Church. But yet, for the honor of a 4-folded towel, I was willing to die on that hill. Update. We are now a tri-folded family. It isn't towels, it's a dishwasher. Battle of ADD versus OCD. My wife would look at me, she'd go, "What the hell were you thinking when you loaded this? Plates go there, bowls go there." It got to the point where I couldn't put a dish in there without her say-so. She turned out like some German guard from a POW camp. "Nein! Die scrubbing dish for London Acken!" Wait, I have no idea what you just said, but you need to chill the fuck out. Update. That was the first and last time I told my wife to chill the fuck out. I had no idea that her foot could go that far up my ass. I had no idea. But this is what couples fight about. I get so sick of this shit on Facebook about, "I'm gonna marry my best friend." Bullshit! That's gonna be your spouse. Look, I'm living proof that gay is not a choice. Because if it was, I would have married my best friend, Tom. We're guys. Between us, we've got 2 towels. Who the hell do you boxes and paper plates don't go in the dishwasher. And in the 40 years I've known Tom, not once has he ever looked at me and said, "What you thinking about?" Ah! No guy would ever ask that question. No guy would ever want an honest answer to that question, ever. I'll leave it on this. So let's say I steal the last of my best friend's ice cream. He might get angry, he might let it go. But you steal the last of your spouse's ice cream. Woo! Let the conspiracy theories reign.
You knew I was saving that. You ate that on purpose.
I have no idea what you're talking about. But my bowl is in the upper rack of the dishwasher. Woo! It's on now. We're gonna throw down, bitches. Oh yeah. And she's gonna bring up shit I'm sure never happened because she's the only one that remembers it. And we're gonna pull all the greatest hits. Toilet seats, and caps on toothpaste, and nail clippings, and that disgusting to use a toothpick after every fucking meal. We're gonna pull out the scorecards, and we're gonna battle to the death. Because I'm like 0 for 84. And I just want to win one time, that's all. And don't let anyone fool you. It is to the death. I could be in a casket, and my wife will take a tri-folded towel, and she'll tug it right next to me. And go, "That's yours for all eternity, you son of a bitch! Winner, winner, chicken dinner!" And I'll be looking down from heaven going, "Well played, well played." All right, everybody, my name's Bill Morrison. Thank you.
I don't have to worry about it as much because I am married. I'm actually married to a psychologist because apparently I like losing arguments. Seriously, I don't remember the last time I won an argument with my wife was. I think it was when she was pregnant. I don't know what it is when a woman gets pregnant. Her brain just turns to mush. I actually convinced her to buy me a chainsaw for Christmas. We live in a fucking condo. I don't need a chainsaw. I did a great job on the turkey though. It was awesome. Let Carl the dog clean all that up. I honestly don't know when my wife's with me. I really don't. My wife is a psychologist. When we met, she was a senior in college getting her degree in theology. I was a stoner waiting tables who wanted to tell dick jokes for a living. I'm sure you can imagine whose parents were happier to meet whom. I don't know if that's the correct use of whom. I have a fucking GED. Sounded good though. The only thing I can think of is that I'm swinging a half-inch pipe more than the last guy was. That's the dick joke I was talking about. We actually just celebrated our anniversary. We've been married 15 years. We've been together 21 years in a row. It's been pretty cool. Our relationship is old enough to drink, so now I can start drinking with me. It's pretty cool though. I enjoy my wife. We've been together 21 years, and we still try everything, right? We're still having fun. We're still doing everything in the bedroom. Like the other night, I'm just about to fall asleep, and my wife comes in this sexy nurse's outfit, right? She's like, "Doctor sent me in to take your temperature." Kind of sexy, right? Unless your mom's a registered nurse of 40 years. When's the last time you saw a nurse in one of those outfits anyway? Like if she were to come in an actual nurse's outfit and be like, "Oh, you're so hot in your blue scrubs and your Crocs." Hardest part about that is dry cleaning it before turning it back to mom. We live in Chicago. We're looking at buying a house. But we realized real quick that the only kind of house we can afford is like a gut rehab, right? And not like a gut rehab where you're like, "Oh, the kitchen's fine. We'll just start on the bathroom." It's more like, well, we can shit in that hole for a couple of years and then hang a towel rack. We got to get the house because we got kids. We need a bigger place. Full disclosure, we have 4 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old, an
4-year-old twins. Yeah. All girls. That is the proper response. It's funny whenever I meet people and I tell them that I had 4 girls, they're like, oh, you must have been a dog back in the day getting around with the ladies. And I was like, hey, maybe God thought that I would be a perfect example of how to be a good, loving man to... No, it was a lot of fucking. A lot of fun. Had a lot of fun before I met my wife. We have fun now, though. It's cool, though. Having 4 kids means a couple of things. First of all, it means my toes are painted a lovely shade of purple right now. Along with most of the skin around them. Some of my shin. It also means that I have a vision board. Like, I never thought I'd have a vision board. The cool thing now is that I can now check out Wyoming, Michigan on that bad boy. So, it also means that I have 4 weddings and 4 universities to pay for. Yeah. I don't know how much money you think a dude telling dick jokes for 10 minutes in Wyoming, Michigan makes. It's not a lot. I actually told my wife that this show was in Iowa and I was going to be there for a week and I made $1,200. So I'm going to need a couple of couches to crash on for the next couple of weeks, next couple of nights. I'm also going to need some of you to buy some rocks after the show because I got to make up that $1,200. So anybody looking for coke? Help me out. That's all good. 4 universities, man. Yeah. We've been trying to hedge our bets a little bit so they get into the universities, you know? So we've dropped one of the little ones like 3-4 times. We're not going for like full stupid though. She can still get into Michigan State. I don't give a fuck. Go blue. Go blue. I recently had a big birthday. I turned the big 4-0 not too long ago. For my 40th birthday, since it's a big one, my wife gave me a couple of options for the present. I could get tickets to opening day for the Cubs, or I could get an Apple Watch. So I went with the obvious choice and got the vasectomy. And my wife got me an Apple Watch as a thank you for the vasectomy. When I turned 40, I was feeling pretty good. My jeans were starting to get a little loose. I was feeling good. Like, hey, I'm losing some weight. This is pretty good. Nope, just hadn't washed my jeans in 3 weeks. Highly recommend that. Oh, man. By round of applause, who's got kids? Kids here? Y'all been fucking busy in here. All right. Nice. How many kids you got? 3? 3 girls. 3 girls. Good job. Well done. No. Let me ask you this. Are any of them here? No. All right, so you can answer honestly. Got a favorite? Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Here's the thing, though, about the favorite. The favorite moves. It's not always the same. The favorite will move. Right now, my favorite is the 9-year-old. That can change. Let me ask you this, though. You got a smart one? Yeah, smart one. Let it fucking change. Smart one's always a smart one, right? My smart one's always asking me all kinds of questions and shit too, right? Like, she'll always bother me and everything. But she always asks questions, which is good, but she asks weird questions at weird times. So like, take an example, I have to watch all these stupid kids shows now. I gotta watch PJ Masks and Paw Patrol and Octonauts and all this crap. But the thing about it is they're all like golf to me, right? Like, turn it on, I'm out cold, I just fall asleep. Smart one asked me the other day, she said, Papa, why are you always going to sleep? I said, oh, I got narcolepsy. Of course, I had to explain to her what narcolepsy was. Fast forward a couple days, we're at the park having a good old time. I'm eating my edibles like I do, so no one knows how high I really am. Starting to fall asleep a little bit, and I hear one of the smart one's friends go, hey, why's your papa always falling asleep? She goes, oh, he's a necrophiliac.